What is the English name of Umuahia? What is the Igbo name of London? Imagine someone talking about Owerenta and calling it, I was at small Owerri. Does it make any sense to you? It's not everything that gets translated between languages. Some things are just said the way they are, but spelt in the language you're speaking. For example, we have this word, in English. In Igbo, we spell it as awa. Are there any Igbo ancestor to bring a word that we used to say hour instead of AWA? That is it. The same thing comes with food. Not every food has to have an Igbo original unique name. Words like these exist. Do you understand? If by invention there are some brilliant ideas like calling tea miracle achicha, I've always thought of that, but I don't teach my ideas or things think are cute. I just teach things that already exist in the language, the way the language is spoken, what we have in the language. These are not just inventions or just um, putting things together. If I were to invent, I would call tea miracle achicha. Why miracle? Miracle is the word for pepper soup in Igbo generally. Like when you make yam with pepper soup and you spice the soup and everything, the water you boil the yam with and you separate the yam from the water is called miracle. And the same thing with okwa. When you make okwa, we say miriokwa, right? So that can be miracle okwa. So when you're talking about tea, the water that goes with tea, that is like miracle achicha. But it's already called tea, and coffee is already called coffee, and hour is already called hour. And these things don't need to be changed. It's like calling sushi an Igbo name or finding an Igbo name for pizza. The people who do this are the same people who call okwa breadfruit, which is appalling. Names of food in Igbo and in other cultures, especially food unique to certain cultures, are communication tools. They tell you the origin of the food, the people, the culture from which the food came, and they don't need to be translated. Let's make peace with that. There's a lot that you don't know in Igbo. Those are the ones you should focus on learning, not just like randomly inventing new words, right? But what do you think? Should we call it miracle achicha? That is my invention, and I read the caption to see the story behind it. Tell me what you think.